I'm sending images of my new Rolls Royce to your wife. Like,
why?
Hey, no. Listen, now this is the disrespectful part, because we all know why he's sending his Rolls Royce to his wife. Let's be honest, we ain't gonna lie and act like we don't know why Tyrese was sending a Rolls Royce to another man's wife. He was flexing.
Exactly. DJ Envy called out Tyrese on air, said that he wanted to that he should have boxed his mouth, for allegedly disrespecting his wife. The situation started because from what I gathered, DJ Envy and his wife were going through some issues, and Tyrese reached out to, being a friend of DJ Envy, reached out to, I guess, help in a marriage counseling kind of way, where he was basically in contact with his wife as well as DJ Envy. They would have group chats and things like that, and they would speak, and he would give them advice. So after he told him that he wanted to box his mouth, that basically he was accusing him of, like I said, disrespecting. Nobody knew what the disrespect was, but he's claiming that it was because of some type of disrespect that he blocked him. So I'm gonna play this in order. We're gonna play the Tyrese response, where he shows his text thread where he claims if you guys blocked me from, allegedly he said that he blocked him around when the whole situation was happening with Tyrese with the psych meds. He was saying that was in 2017, but he has proof that they were texting just as recently as up to August of last year.
Right.
So let me put this up.
What did he say? Want to box you in the mouth. He ha. So, listen.
Hey, I love how he made the video afterwards though, real quick. Like,
yeah,
he said that in front of you. Why you didn't respond like this before?
Right. And no, that is a fact. I was thinking that too. Before I go on, I was thinking that too, but I was also thinking, I was like, I think Tyrese handled that well. I mean, I don't think he because he even said right after he said I should box him out, he told Charlamagne was like, whoa, he's like, no, let him finish, because I guess from what I'm understanding, Tyrese's point is that he doesn't understand where the disrespect was. So I guess when Envy was saying that, it kind of caught him off guard to where he was like, I don't know what's going on. So, but that is funny. He's like,
hurtful thing ever. Charlamagne said, well, what did he say? Want to box you in the mouth. He ha. So, listen, I'm not going to show y'all what we were texting about. I just want to show you the debt. That says DJ Envy wife, DJ Envy mission. Right? That's when I was on the mission to help in any way I could, to step in and help his marriage. And then, if you look here, that says August 23rd, 2022.
Which, I mean, I'm gonna play it, but I mean, which I also, like I said this before last video, I think it's just kind of weird that I get people need counseling and certain things. If you need counseling, cool, go get it. But I don't understand the aspect of having Tyrese be a marriage counselor, step in and be a marriage counselor. Like, this whole situation was wrong from the get go.
Yeah. Hey, Go
ahead.
Real quick. Sorry. Nah, Academics coverage of this is comedy, by the way. Academics covered this, my nigga. It's funny, but go ahead, man.
Right.
This is a text chain with me, Envy, and his wife. Not 2017, 2018, where I supposedly disrespected his wife and I was blocked. I got receipts. If your wife blocked me, if you blocked me, how are we communicating about anything August 23rd, 2022? Now, let's go a little further. Here is some communication directly with your first lady. Okay?
That just sounds weird.
It does sound weird, man. It just
Last
honestly.
thing we
Go ahead.
Honestly, this whole situation is very awkward, my nigga. Like, how do you ask like y'all niggas got money? How y'all asking a whole nother celebrity to help you with your marriage? Just get a marriage counselor.
Exactly.
were texting about was we were actually trying to figure out, because I told y'all I've been very uncomfortable about talking about what God used me to do and blah, blah, blah. Like, I did it as from my heart. I didn't know him. I don't have a history. He ain't my brother. We ain't family. We ain't childhood homies. So it was such a random assignment, and I ended up doing it. But for him to go on the airwaves and say, I wanted to box you in the mouth because you disrespected my wife blocked you, I blocked you, and I just unblocked you a month ago. That's a fucking lie, bro. That is a lie. Look at this, man. Me and your wife were communicating.
Hey, can I pause it real quick? Can you pause it real quick?
Me and your wife were communicating.
This you know what the funniest thing about this is? Tyrese, he good at this, but because the whole point of the argument ain't that they blocked you. Why you trying to make it this,
exactly.
this big old thing? Oh, you lied.
That's
Nigga,
a
you
good
was trying
point.
to smash his wife, bro.
That's a good point, because we are gonna play what the response, DJ Envy's response to this after this. But yeah, no, that's a good point, because it's like you're playing word semantics here. Now you're focused that you're getting people to focus on the wrong thing.
11th, 2022. August 11th, 2012. Look, I said something that was 7 hours and 3
And granted, it's not like this was the other day or last week.
Right,
this was last year, so it's possible that there was an issue again that they stopped talking to you for.
Facts.
She said without fail. Like, I got receipts. I'm sending images of my new Rolls Royce to your wife. Like,
why?
Hey, no,
why?
No. Listen, now this is the disrespectful part, because we all know why he's sending his Rolls Royce to his wife. Let's be honest, we ain't gonna lie and act like we don't know why Tyrese was sending a Rolls Royce to another man's wife. He was flexing.
Exactly. Doesn't even make any sense.
He was flexing.
I know y'all.
And it looks like from the thread, it looks like he's texting her more than she's texting back.
Exactly.
Y'all always got nice cars and this and that. Like, if she blocked me, if I actually disrespected her, as you allege, and you felt the way, how are we communicating August 22nd, 2023? It's bullshit, bro.
That's literally over
a
year.
That's like,
it was the year
what your wife just texted back and said. Absolutely beautiful. Talking about me purchasing an island in Turks and Caicos. That was August.
Sending islands and shit. Come on, bro.
He said talking about me purchasing an island. Hold on. He's flexing in his response.
Talking about me purchasing an island in Turks and Caicos. That was August 23rd, 2023. Come on, man. And the last time that all three of us was on the text chain, we were actually going back and forth trying to figure out, when can we finally do an IG live with all three of us finally talking about what God put on my heart to do on behalf of the marriage. So I'm going to ask you, sir, since all of this is played out for the public, did I disrespect your wife?
You probably shouldn't have did this.
Yeah,
or did I
think
not?
this video made him look.
Because why would your wife be communicating and responding with me with all the good energy that it's always been? And why would you be communicating with me and your wife on a text chain?
So before look, that's
before you go to the next clip, I just feel like it's comedy how the way he responded to this was terrible for his case. Because if honestly, before he did this, most people, including me and you, we thought maybe he called her a B, something like that. Nobody even imagined this. So when you go on here and you sit at her Rolls Royces and islands, nigga,
exactly.
I call Cap. I call Cap. You
gotta toss it off just like the Alabama brawl.
I call Cap, bro. Come on, Tyrese.
Major Cap.
Get out of here with that.
That's crazy. So this is DJ Envy's response. He ended up coming back on the next day after this happened, after Tyrese said what he said, and he actually went so far as to bring his wife to confirm that they stopped talking to Tyrese because he was getting a little bit too flirtatious, and as well as one of Tyrese's old, I believe, assistants or something like that, also contacted DJ Envy to tell him that Tyrese did the same thing to him and his wife, and he took his wife, and he was trying to warn DJ. So
cheated. Tyrese came in and really helped us and guided us through our relationship, correct?
Yes, he did. Absolutely.
And then we got to a point where we stopped talking to Tyrese. I even blocked Tyrese, and I wanted to box his mouth, as I said the other day. And can you explain to the people why we stopped talking to Tyrese?
Well, we stopped talking to Tyrese on two different occasions. Once many, many years ago, when he did do that amazing thing for us.
Hey, can you pause it real quick? Can you pause it real quick? Hey, bro, the way she talking about that situation sounded a little too. It sounded a little too weird.
It sounds like she might have been okay with Tyrese flirting with her, but they probably got caught up. And she kind of was like, okay, let me just go ahead and back off. So I agree. I don't know, because like how you said, if this we're about to hear right now, if her timeline doesn't match up with those text messages, then the question would be, why is it that he was still texting? Why was it that you were still texting him after all this happened?
Right.
Is
and
the question,
real quick,
because
L to DJ Envy, man, for even letting a singer who's known for using his voice to attract. It's Tyrese, and you let him try to fix your marriage and then have direct communication between the two. Nigga, get out of here. DJ Envy, you took an L on this one, brother.
Exactly. You called Tyrese. In short, you called Tyrese to be a marriage counselor. How does that sound?
That part.
He and I became friends.
You might as well have called Usher.
And we were
right. Exactly.
And we spoke often. And a lot of times you'd be laying in the bed next to me while I was talking to him. And at first everything was cool, but for me, it got to a point where it became inappropriate and uncomfortable, where I felt as though lines were being crossed. And you felt as though lines were being crossed. And we both decided that we were going to take a step back. And, there was times where I felt like he was extremely demanding of my time and of my attention, where if I didn't give him my time and my attention, he would get very angry, get very upset, and let me know what his expectations were of me. And,
Damn.
at that time, I didn't feel as though he was going through any mental issues. I didn't feel as though he was facing any mental challenges at that time. I know that he does go through things, and I know that he has been on medication, but at that time I felt as though he was very clear-minded and everything seemed cool. But when I started to feel uncomfortable and you started to feel uncomfortable, we took a step back.
Well, what lines were crossed? Because people would be like, well, what lines did he cross?
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
I don't really feel comfortable being specific because at the same time,
Be specific.
I still do have a respect for him. I know that you still do have a respect for him.
Because that might expose her a little
would
bit if she
feel more
starts
comfortable
exposing
just
how
in general
comfortable.
and saying that, there was flirting and inappropriate compliments for a woman who's married.
Okay. I respect
Is
that.
that fair to say?
Yeah,
And to be honest,
I don't have respect for him though, but yeah, no, I get it, and you do it, and you know, I appreciate that what he
So
did.
how did you see it?
No, I
Envy?
know,
Huh?
I know that you're. I know.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
basically that's what happened with that.
Damn,
I don't
man.
know.
Damn,
I don't
man.
know what these, like you said, they have money. I don't know what's the point of even
Come on,
hiring. You didn't even hire him. Like you did all this. You did all this. Luckily you didn't pay him because that would have been worse. But it's
Hey,
like,
look,
why
I
would
tell you
you?
what, okay, this would make sense if Djenvy and Tyrese were talking together amongst themselves
Right.
to increase his marriage. But you don't get, I mean, I don't even know what type of relationship Tyrese and Djenvy had, but you don't get a friend of yours to talk to your, I'm just sorry, you don't do that, bro.
Right.
You don't send your homie to go talk
It's
to your
almost
wife.
like Tyrese was
try to-
kind of like saying, like, what do you expect? Like in that video we was watching, Tyrese is basically saying, what do you expect me to do? We don't.
Right.
He said straight up, we didn't grow up together. We ain't
Right.
like, super cool like that. Why would
Come on.
somebody ask me to do this? But that's why he
Right.
said I felt like it was a weird assignment,
Yeah.
but I felt like quote unquote
Wow.
God put it on my heart to do it. So the fact that that Tyrese is basically, I think he probably doesn't know it that he's doing it, but he's definitely trolling when he's saying, why would you guys even ask me to do this? We don't you're not like it would make more sense if you was like my childhood homie and like you were like, hey man, like, and that you guys really had that trust factor. It still wouldn't make that much sense, but it would make more sense than this situation. So
Exactly.
I don't know why, like I said,
And
you might as well have gotten Usher.
Right, and the irony here is that you grab somebody first and foremost, like you said, that's not even your childhood friend or whatever, but you grab somebody who has mental issues to help with marriage issues, nigga.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That just now had the same issues that he had the same issues going on with his wife before that, and they ended up breaking up.
So, in my opinion, I'm gonna give my overall analysis. Right, I think Tyrese was doing this to, let's be honest, bro. I'm gonna be completely blunt here. Tyrese was faking all this just that he thought he had a shot to clap, bro.
Right.
He thought he had
let's
enough
just get down to the nitty gritty.
clap. Let's just get
That's
to
exactly
it, bro.
what it was.
He thought that he could get close enough to, and he thought he's dealing with a broken woman, right? Their marriage is falling. He thought he was about to be in there, and he got his bubble bursted.
Yeah. No, that's a fact.
You want me to put this up?
Yeah, you can put it up. So, I mean, hey, man. I don't know, man. I'm trying to see what Tyrese's response is to that she finally came out and said that. So let's see what he says about that. If he gets quiet, then we know that he was definitely trying to clap and that he just got exposed. I think that goes back to how you said at the beginning of that video, why did you not say all this stuff right then and there? He probably knew like, I know what this is about. I know I was in the wrong. So
he was in the wrong. He was in
yeah.
And to be honest, last take. To be honest, I feel like girl, his wife should have shut it. Like, bro, soon as there's any hint of flirting or you felt like it was getting inappropriate, bro, that should have been end. And there ain't no unblocking. Like, that's the end of our dealings with you. That's it. And his wife should have had a little more respect for Envy to cut that situation dead on arrival, and it shouldn't have even continued for over the course of the years. You know what I mean?
Right. That's a fact.